Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, if there are two better pass rushers in the NFL, I don't know who they are. We'll see Von Miller matching up against Khalil Mack. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
To pass, Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now They know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Flacco. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
No, check, Patriot, Leopard, come on now, lucky 56, over.
Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone. Try now, lucky 56, Green.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know the script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. You have grades for each position that rank. Browse available players to help improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, if there are two better pass rushers in the NFL, I don't know who they are. We'll see Von Miller matching up against Khalil Mack. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Flacco. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, and
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Flacco. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35. A gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This will be fielded at the 6. First and 10, it's Trubisky. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Cohen. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adam Gotsis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure.
Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his bet. Each skill unlocked will cost you scouting. Unlock this player's true skill rank. You just found a diamond in the rough. This means other teams will undervalue this player. Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't lose them to free agency. You have a player that is all healed up from injury and available to play. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Packers made their selection. For more about him, let's go to Adam Schefter.
What else is there to say about this kid other than he catches anything and everything thrown his way? He had one of the most impressive combines among receivers in recent memory. Not only did he test well physically, but he also put his hands on display for scouts to see. Very rarely do you see a receiver with such great body control that a passer can throw the ball up and he can bring it down effortlessly. He has the ability to be a playmaker at the next level, and that's exactly what this team is hoping for.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
A tremendous physical talent, his draft stock plummeted after a well-documented battle with costly drops during a series of meaningful games this season. Sources have told me that when he's actually catching the ball, he's one of the most formidable wideouts in this year's draft. But he has to stop looking upfield in hopes of making big plays before catching the ball. Draft experts feel he has tremendous upside, helping GMs to overlook any issues he may have securing the football. Whether or not he can cut down on the drops and become the superstar wide receiver that this team believes he can be should be one of the more interesting storylines coming out of this year's draft.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now with more to say about Randall.
It's no surprise seeing him get drafted at this point, considering he was one of the hottest running backs in college this year. When's the last time he rushed for less than 100 yards in a game? If you check, it was actually 2 seasons ago, and that was due to a minor injury. The guy's a threat to take it to the house every time he touches the ball. And if he gets by that first tackle, watch out because it's daylight from there on. As long as he can quickly adjust to the speed of the NFL, he has the potential to be a great back for this team.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
This kid is an explosive defensive talent. Sadly for fans of college football, his career came to an abrupt end after he suffered a grade 3 groin tear while attempting to make a tackle. After surgery, weeks of intensive, platelet-rich plasma therapy, and months of strength training of the affected area, he looked like his old self when he took the field for his pro day. Some scouts in attendance even felt as though he looked stronger and faster than before the injury. I'd expect him to get reps with the first-team defense come training camp, and don't be surprised to see him starting in Week 1.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
A veritable interception machine, he holds his college's single-game record for interceptions in a game, snagging 3. Scouts pointed to an almost sixth sense when the ball was in the air, and Matt Miller had him ranked as the top defensive back in the draft in his final mock. True lockdown defensive backs are few and far between, and this is a pick that should solidify this team's pass defense for years to come. It'll be very interesting to see if opposing offenses go right after him and how if he shows any rust after being avoided for much of his final year in college.
The Bears are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Bears take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flush to his right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Cohen, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. from the shotgun. It's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Just keeping the play alive. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme?
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan. An offense each week you can focus. Once you have made your game plan and focus player
thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Chicago Bears. On first down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
And that's exactly what Chicago expected when they drafted Leonard Floyd in 2016. Him wrapping up quarterbacks.
Led all rookies in the NFC with 7 sacks. Used to do it in the SEC with Georgia, and now the NFC.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Ryan. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. Get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick, even though he's small in stature. Some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
The warm-up QB, too, is bringing the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The play clock's running down. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players, so you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
Really, it's his Allen Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 44 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? When you look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to. Two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher and Takk McKinley out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what happens?
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 55 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, he was the MVP of the NFL last year, off to a good start this year as well as he connects on his first touchdown pass of the new season.
And it takes a lot to be able to kind of shake off the year before. What I mean by shake off, put it aside. Just because you're the MVP before doesn't mean you're naturally going to play to that level the next season. But he's managed to go ahead and compartmentalize, and he's off to a really nice start.
For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves, because they are a defensive-minded group of people, right? They love their heroes that stop other people from scoring. And I thought that's where they were headed in the draft. Instead, you did hear the name Mitchell Trubisky, but you made the case. 3 different starting.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Chicago Bears.
All right, now, look at go. Back there, to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot!
Now Trubisky on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll make this a second and long.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope. The good things are in store here today.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Second and 10 now. Ryan going for it all. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 25 yards for the touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a 360. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't...
And he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's Trubisky. That's to the rookie tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And now running right through it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A Falcon 1st down, Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no prep.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Luke Stocker from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Trubisky will throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're good. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.